Well, hi everyone. I'm Sean Ritlin with my review of WWE Smackdown. Open with a bad talking segment, close with a bad one. There were a couple decent matches in the middle, and that's pretty much a wrap on Smackdown. Goodbye. I'm done. No, okay. I guess I gotta review the whole damn thing. Like the opening bad talking segment. Cole interviews Matt Riddle and asks him about why he wrestles barefoot. Then he goes into a story about how he got frostbite on his feet. Almost had to have his tootsies amputated. I don't know what the fuck he was on about. I don't think he even knew where the fuck he was. If he wasn't high, I'd be amazed. Or maybe that's just how he always sounds. Here's Corbin to bore the fuck out of us more. I have no desire to see this feud. But he says, hey, you should be ready to have a match at any time. Hey, let's go, bro. Go ninja, bro. Nope, you're going to face John Morrison, who they call Johnny Drip Drip. Look, at a certain age, guys have to get certain things taken care of. And if Morrison is at that point where they are calling him that, there are medicines that will take care of that. I love John Morrison, but it's a stupid nickname. So, there was some hard fisting action. I've had fisting action on the brain lately when it comes to wrestling. I wonder if my brain is trying to tell me something subconsciously or unconsciously. So, we corkscrew off the ropes. John Morrison still moving very well in the ring. Then they get ready to, just get their fists and kicks ready again. And then he antagonizes Corbin. Riddle does. We then get back from the break. Spanish fly off the ropes. C4 or Spanish fly, stand Spanish fly. He almost gets victory. Oh no. Matt Riddle pulls out the victory. And then, is celebrating up the ramp. And then Styles attacks him because they're building towards that feud. Gulak attacks him. And after we get back from break, and Sarah's, interrupts Corbin, Miz, and Morrison, and they talk down to her because that's how much Vince McMahon respects women, or Bruce Pritchard. Actually, if Bruce is producing this stuff with how little he thinks of women in wrestling, I wouldn't be too surprised if he's the one making the women backstage interviewers seem like they just don't matter at all. And then we get Drew Gulak versus AJ Styles. Bryan on a Zoom call constantly. This was not necessary. One time, I get it. Okay, they got the storyline going with Bryan and Gulak. You want to do one time? Cool. The problem is they kept doing it repeatedly, kept taking away from the match. That was good. There was no fucking way that Gulak was going to win the championship, and he didn't. But he got a crossface in. He got a lot of goddamn good things. He got a lot of drop kicks in. He got some good shots in. And then Styles took over. By the way, we're getting Asuka versus Bayley on Raw during the commercial break. We got that. And then Styles clash, and then a phenomenal fisting forearm. Once again, fisting on the brain. And, 1, 2, 3, he made a statement there. And then Bayley and Sasha, with a tribute to them both, they both put each other over in the ring. And then we get a video package. They talk about their accolades and all this stuff and everything, and they, do all this stuff. Before that, though, we got Bayley doing one of the worst Undertaker impressions ever. And I like Bayley, and I like Sasha. I'm getting a little sick of them being all over all three brands. Maybe that's the idea, to just get us sick of them. And for fans of Bayley and Sasha, I'm not knocking you guys. If you guys enjoy it, that's fine. It's not for me. I think overexposing talents gets to be a little bit much. But Bayley's impression sounded like John Laurinaitis, and it was actually a little bit bad. I mean, we do not need people power, Mr. Excitement. We do not need that again. Back to the video package. They praise each other, talking about their accolades. They reference Brooklyn 1. It's almost like we're going to see that match at SummerSlam. Which I'd be for, honestly, even if it's in front of no fans. Hey, you do what you can. Stretching it out another 6 months or so, they can't. They just can't fucking do it. They can't do it and still have as much momentum as they have right now for it. And then Bliss and Nikki show up with facts about each other, and then Alexa slaps Bayley, and then instead of Bayley offering to have Sasha face somebody, Sasha says, you know what, she's ready to fight you right now. So we get a little bit of tension going and everything, and the things and the stuff where the friends are eventually going to fracture. And Alexa versus Bayley, courtesy of Sasha. The match was fine. It was decent enough. We don't need to revisit this feud too much. And Nikki then causes a DQ, which will lead to a tag match next week, because that's what we need, is another tag match. We then get Extreme Rules of Horror Show preview, Swamp Ass match. I don't know what this is. It told us nothing between Bray and Braun. I don't really care about this match. I don't. I mean, I'm sorry. A swamp match. I mean, really? Unless Man Thing or Swamp Thing are there, or the Toxic Avenger. I mean, I don't think he was actually made in a swamp. But just have Swamp Thing there. Have Jason and the Argonauts if you want. Just have some fun with it. I don't know what the fuck you're going to do with it. Then we get Kofi with Big E versus Nakamura with Cesaro. It was good. Eventually, the guys at ringside got kicked out. Big E doing this one funny thing where he laughed at Nakamura, he laughed at Cesaro Nakamura. That was actually pretty funny. I think it was Nakamura. But they did some good action, as you would expect, with these two talents. They have really fucked over Nakamura like crazy. To think that he actually was seen as a main eventer at one point. He gets the victory, though, which builds to them hyping up a tag team championship match for next week. We also are going to see the replay of Bray versus Braun at Money in the Bank, meaning they are out of material. They should probably just do this here and there and just insert stuff from their library to just fill stuff out, and that way they can stretch tapings out. And because really, honestly, the ratings can't get much worse. Just fucking do this stuff. We think of Sheamus with a toast to Jeff Hardy. I'm not a fan of Jeff much anymore. If he's gotten over his demons, good for him. I just don't care anymore. I do not care about this feud. This is fucking stupid. It went on forever. Jeff poured alcohol over an enhancement talent guy. He was Italian or something. I have no goddamn idea. And then he hits him with a bottle from behind. That's a hate crime, Jeff. And then he does a swanton onto the guy while there's broken glass in the ring. That's a good idea. This show, yeah, it started badly, ended badly. Some of the matches are fine. It was okay. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.